The super lucrative scoring drought betting system is screaming at us with a qualifying play today. So far this season, this strategy has posted an 18-3 record after producing a mind-boggling 36-6 record in 2023. It doesn't get any better than this, so stay tuned for details, my friend. Corbin Burns needed to record just one more strikeout for our bet to win yesterday. Unfortunately, he ended his night with 6 punch-outs after we took him to get over 6.5. I guess we cannot always have weeks where we pick up a 7-1 record like we did last week. Are you ready for the first baseball pick for Tuesday, June 11? Let's start strong with a play qualifying under the money-making scoring drought betting angle. Do you remember what its rules are? Let's review them quickly. Suppose you have a team playing on the road today with a money line that's higher than plus 150 in American format, which means it is greater than 2.50 in decimal odds. If they have lost their past 2 games by scoring either 0, 1, or 2 runs in each of those losses, then you must bet against that team. In other words, we are grabbing a big home favorite, which is something I almost never do except in the specific case where the scoring drought system applies. And we are fading a team whose offense has been reeling of late. In each of the past 2 seasons, we have racked up a return on investment above 25%, which is awesome. Let's focus on the Rockies for a moment. They are big road underdogs today, and they have lost their past 2 contests by scoring 0 and 1 run respectively. So, according to the very profitable betting angle called the scoring drought, my first MLB pick for June 11 goes to the Minnesota Twins to defeat the Rockies at Target Field. Cal Quantrill is set to start for Colorado. His 3.58 ERA is decent, but one thing I don't like about him is his lack of command. He has walked at least 2 batters in 5 of his past 6 outings. In his last start, he tossed 5 scoreless innings against the Cardinals, but he was far from being sharp. Louis Varland had a disastrous start to his 2024 campaign. In 4 starts, he owns a shameful 9.18 ERA. In short, he was bad in each of his 4 starts. He was sent to St. Paul at AAA in order to regain some confidence. I'm not sure the experiment worked because his ERA stands at 5.31 in the minors. For some reason, I still think he can rebound and surprise everyone with a good performance. Last year, he finished with a 1.22 whip statistic, which is better than average. After being away from the big leagues for a while, I think he'll be super motivated to stay with the Twins. And he knows he has a shot to do well, given that he's facing a pretty weak opponent. The Rockies have been an awful road team over recent years. In 2024, they are 10-26. Last year, they finished with a 22-59 record as the visiting club. Back in 2022, they obtained 27 wins versus 54 losses. Those are dreadful numbers. I think the Twins will take this game by a 6-4 score over the Rockies on June 11. So, give me Minnesota to win straight up. Let me present a second potential wager after this short break. Let me present the Blowout number 2 MLB betting strategy to you. Bet against any team that is coming off a win by a margin of at least 7 runs if they are now facing a different opponent. In their last match, the Tigers crushed the Brewers by an 8-run margin. Since they are now squaring off against a different opponent, we must fade them today. Well, that's what the Blowout number 2 betting angle is recommending that we do anyway. For this reason, my second MLB betting tip is the Nationals to pull off a mild upset in Detroit tonight. Granted, this betting strategy has performed very poorly over the past 4 seasons, so I tend to be super cautious about its suggestions. However, after analyzing this matchup in depth, I think it may be a good idea to take a shot on Washington. I don't view it as a premium pick, but rather as a lean, though. I've been very impressed by the solid work done by Mitchell Parker. The 24-year-old rookie has not allowed more than 3 runs in any of his 10 starts, which is a great accomplishment. Can he do it again today? Why not? He's facing a below-average offense. It's been a whole different story for Detroit starting pitcher Kenta Maeda. After signing a lucrative 2-year deal, he has been awful this year. He is currently posting his worst numbers of his 8-year career. Maeda even exited his prior start after 2 pitches due to an injury. So will he be 100% tonight? We'll find out, but I like my chances on Washington as slight underdogs. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button. I'm Professor MJ from Quebec City in Canada. Thank you so much for your support.